Hi everyone, it's Philip Osmak here from Male and Female He Created, and just a couple of thoughts on what's happening at the moment with regards to the vaccine mandates that the government are pushing. I find this very concerning. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, this is an egregious breach of human rights we're dealing with. For the government to basically come in and enforce an experimental vaccine. What is an experimental vaccine? With no long-term safety data, no independent safety testing. It's just extraordinary, and to actually force workers to take this or lose their job. I mean, I just find that quite incredible. And as I say, this is an egregious breach of human rights. To coerce people to take a particular medical treatment, especially one such as this, which is just with known and unknown risks. It's just quite extraordinary, and I think it's very important that we stand up against this. Obviously, I mean, when you're dealing with a major human rights abuse such as this, it's very important that we all stand up. Not just for ourselves, but for for other people. As I say, because we're dealing with a major human rights abuse here. So it's our responsibility to stand up, not just for ourselves, but for others, for our children especially, who will follow us, and for the country. So this is very serious. What's at stake? People think that by giving their freedoms away, we just get the wear the mask, or then we get the vaccine, and then the government will give back our freedoms. But this hasn't happened, and it's clear it hasn't happened, because the lockdowns are persisting. Even after 70%, 80% vaccinations, we're still having lockdowns. And vaccinated people still can't go out. So that just doesn't make sense. If you're vaccinated, when presumably you're protected. But no, they still have to stay home. So it just doesn't make sense, anything that they do, and it makes completely no sense at all. So I mean, the thing is, if something doesn't feel right in your heart, it's just important to not go along, not comply. If it doesn't smell right, then it's important that we just do not comply. And I mean, the only reason that the government can get away with all of this nonsense and human rights abuses is basically, I believe it's because people have lost touch with who they are. They have no belief in who they are, and that they have no confidence, And so humanity is responsible for humanity, So the reason we're in the predicament we are with all of this nonsense and all of these human rights violations is basically because we lack confidence in who we are, And the only power governments have over us is that which we've given freely to them ourselves, in not recognizing who we are. And that's what I've said from the beginning. And the fact is, we are powerful spiritual beings. We're powerful AF. And as soon as we just get a hold of that and realize that, connect with that, and connect with our own heart. I mean, that is where the power lies, And then we don't realize how powerful we are until we do that. And then once we do that, well, the government will back down very quickly, because we are powerful. We are powerful spiritual beings, children of God, and we need to stand on that, And the minute we do that, all of this will be over, All of the unjust government lockdowns, which are destroying business, destroying people's lives, it'll be all over, So that's really what it comes down to, and that's what, of course, the powers that be, the controllers, the government, is afraid of. This mass global awakening taking place, when people really get in touch with who they are, they awake to who they are, they stand on that, and it's game over for them. It's game over. And so that I think we just need to spread that message. That's very important, and yes, that's absolutely essential. And the minute humanity starts to wake up, well, then all of this is over. So thanks for listening, guys. Thanks very much, and stand your ground, and just realize that you are powerful. You are powerful. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great day.